We join your regularly scheduled program that's already in progress here. Cory McCartney along with PBR's Sean Duncan. Illinois and Pennsylvania here in the future games. It's the second inning already. The Ohio and Florida game that I was previously on just decided to run a little bit long here, but I'll continue as it begins. 0-0 here, one hit for Illinois so far. Sean, good to have you back on.
I appreciate you having me.
Well, I know you always deliver, so. It's your party, right?
I'm just happy to be invited. So Ian White Jr. on the mound here. He's throwing a high spin slider for strikes, and it's given Team Illinois a little bit of fits. Ooh. It's a sharp single by David Cox. That's what happens when you leave a slider up a little bit and doesn't slide the way you want it to. It just kind of hangs up there on a shelf, and Mr. Cox banged it out.
Ian White from that Malvern Prep program that just knocks out guys. I mean, just, you know.
It's a factory.
Yeah, absolute factory. Yeah, Lonnie Smith Jr., right?
Oh, yeah.
There.
No relation, though.
That's right.
Had to think about it, but they couldn't both be juniors with different first names.
That's true. High fires that one into center field, and Hat comes off, able to make the play. So one down in the inning. That's going to bring up Jonah Weathers. That was Nate Harris, by the way, that lined out. Drew Locascio and I broke his game down ahead of the future games. I knew he was really excited about Nate.
Jonah had a good day yesterday at the during BP. It kind of keeps it super simple, quiet in the box, gets in the crouch position there, and he had a good round of BP yesterday.
Misses high at 85.
Ian White Jr. spinning his slider up to 25, 2,600 at times.
That one goes foul.
Jonah Weathers from Marion Catholic, which has had a pretty strong history of winning baseball games in the south suburbs of Chicago.
2-1's the count. Check swing. Nope. Sorry, make it 3-1. Jimmy Janecki is scheduled to foul for Illinois. Slips that in there for a strike at 83.7, excuse me. 2,400 spin.
The runner's in motion. Oh.
Able to.
He's off the bag.
No, they're giving him the out, so they get out of the inning unscathed.
When in doubt, punch him out.
That's right.
That's
right.
That's what we do here.
All right. Well, we continue here at LakePoint Sports at PBR. Future games. We'll be back with more shortly. at it here at the 2022 Future Games. Cory McCartney, PBR, Sean Duncan, Illinois and Pennsylvania scoreless. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Jack Bauer now on the mound out of Lincoln Way East for Illinois.
It's a young pup, 2025, 6'2", 170. And that's a good-looking young prospect right there on the mound. The arm is super clean. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of people liking him some Jack Bauer.
And not Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer.
I think that reference may go over a lot of younger people's heads.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We cater to the grandparents that can't be here. All right, that one gets down. Bauer makes the tap off himself, able to make the play. So that was Jonah Richardson goes down for the first out. Comes Colin Lynch from Doylestown.
Team Illinois throwing strikes. I just jinxed them. But, you know, the first pitcher, Luke Weber, whom we missed, had a super fast, clean inning of 1, 2, 3, thanks by an amazing catch. Oh, there you go.
All right, well.
I just jinxed him.
Just get out of your system.
We had 2 pitches, 2 outs in the first inning. All right, Jack's going to be put in the stretch now.
All right, this is Zach Black. Actually, this is Trevor Dozenbach. I think their order got. No, this is Zach Black. He's wearing number 2. He's different on the roster that's in the system than different on the roster that's online. So, you got to be ready for anything.
It's pretty effortless 88-mile-an-hour fastball out of Jack's hand here. Plenty more in the tank. Just a young, wiry frame. And there's going to continue to build as he physically matures.
6'2", 175.
His teammate at Lincoln Way East High School had a kid named Alex Stamlich, who was a record breaker here at the Future Games maybe 3 years ago. Committed to Tennessee, but put on a laser show. Exit velocity and 6'5" runner.
Got one down to 70. Kind of like a guy that can get right around 90 as a left-hander and drop that thing all the way down to the low 60s on the, or the high 60s on the curveball.
You know, that was a very good breaking ball, slurve shape. You know, just kind of threw it more towards the back foot of Mr. Black and slow walk back to the dugout.
This is Jack Mislin. Mislin from Doylestown, so you got a couple from the same squad here. Here comes the 1-0 from Bauer. Up, going back to first.
Jack had a pretty good workout day yesterday. He ran about a 6'8", 6'7", and was 101 exit velocity. So he's kind of a speed strength guy. See what he does against Mr. Bauer.
Mislin shoots that to left field, right field, excuse me. Camps underneath it for the out. So a scoreless inning from Bauer. We continue on here at the 2022 Future Games. Illinois and Pennsylvania both still looking for that first run. We'll be back with more from LakePoint Sports. Back in action here at the 2022 Future Games. Cory McCartney, he's PBR's. Sean Duncan, 0-0 is our score here between Illinois and Pennsylvania. New pitcher on the mound here for Pennsylvania, Matthew Hamilton from Friends Central School. 6'1", 170 pounds. Right-hander going to get a chance.
Jimmy Janecki up at the plate. Showed some power during BP yesterday. Hamilton misses high.
Jackson Hyde Herrera will follow, followed by Enzo Infelizi.
Say that fast.
Enzo Infelizi. Enzo Infelizi. Enzo Infelizi.
Wow, that's why you're a trained professional.
Just call him Big E.
66-mile-an-hour breaking ball leaves it up. You throw that some conviction.
The max velocity on Hamilton, 87.7, so we'll round that up and give him 88. Fires that one back foul.
Janicki from Downers Grove North High School, 6'3", 210 pounds.
Ooh, field your position. Hamilton goes back to first and gets the out.
So coming up is Jackson Hyde Herrera. And I hadn't heard this name. So I asked our Illinois scouting director, who is this kid? And turns out he's from Oklahoma. And it's an amazing story. Had trouble getting here. Illinois took him. They lost the catcher. And he put on a bomb show went halfway up the scoreboard yesterday in BP. Just big, strong, physical kid. 6'2", 230. And he's got lightning in his hands. Let's see what he does here.
Ooh, big swing for a strike.
He's going to try to go big fly right here.
Here comes the 1-1 from Hamilton. Hamilton got a smile on his face. Oh, 86. I'm not sure what he was looking for there.
Our Oklahoma scouting director, Andy Urban, said he's from a small town, not a lot of visibility, but is the total package for a catcher. Could really, really throw. Got some big-time juice at the plate. And
he had a max exit velocity of 101 during the workout. Oh, he shoots that one into center field, and that one, see the exit velo on this thing, 84.1.
Kind of got a little bit on his hands there, but that's some bat speed and man strength right there.
All right, here comes Enzo Infelizi.
From Providence Catholic High School, which is a powerhouse in the Chicago Catholic League. It's kind of like the SEC of Illinois baseball. Like every dude is like a Division I player on the lineup. Providence is probably the leader in the clubhouse. Multiple state championships over the last 10 years.
He's 6'2", 190, the second ranked catcher in the state for the class of 2025. So one of those younger players here at the event. Hamilton throws back to first.
He was swinging for a 500-foot home run right there. His helmet almost fell off. Mama always told me, when in doubt, swing hard.
That's right.
Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Throwback, unable to get the runner. So you mentioned Oklahoma. I mic'd up Blake O'Brien yesterday, who's on the select team.
Yep.
This is Blake's 5th feature games between the junior feature games and the regular feature. That's a
Yep. And he's a really good player, two-way guy, and he's a really, really solid player. I think he lives in Kansas, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, I'm getting. You talk to so many kids over a couple days, and wires start to get crossed. Yeah, it was actually Owen Coyle was a player I was talking to from Oklahoma yesterday, a teammate of Jackson Holiday's.
His brother was a rock star. Uh-oh.
Kamari Thomas gets the bunt down.
Not seen on this televised program here was Kamari's diving catch in left center field on the very first pitch of the game. Just got somewhat of a triple.
Yeah, if you like to blame someone for not seeing it, you can put the blame on Ohio's offense, as they had 13 hits, scored 11 runs, and just a dominant display against Florida.
So Brendan Tunick. So he's like from a really super small school in on the western side of the state, and not a lot of people knew about him, myself included, but he was one of the most impressive dudes for Team Illinois yesterday. He, during BP, just kind of went around the world, pole side, center field, left center, left field. I asked him if he did it on purpose. He said yes, so I'll take him out of his word. But he knows how to handle the barrel, which is an important thing, and let's see what he does here.
A lot of room in left field between left and center if he can angle that barrel out that direction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoots that one down the line, but going to be foul. One-two's the count here. 2 down in the inning. 2 runners on for Illinois, looking for the first run of the game here. They've so far out-hit Pennsylvania 3-zip. Watches that a little high and make it 2-2. Hamilton fires and sends that one back foul.
Let that pitch up, and Brendan wishes he could get that one back. He got his swing off.
Swing and a miss, and do another scoreless inning here. 2022 future games. We'll be back with more Illinois and Pennsylvania action here from LakePoint Sports. new pitcher on the mound for Illinois as we continue here in the bottom of the third inning, 2022 future games. Cory McCartney, PBR, Sean Duncan, Alec Marchetto from Edwardsville, Illinois, going to be on the mound here facing off against this Pennsylvania lineup.
Alec Marchetto, a 6'3", a 6'2", 210-pounder from Edwardsville, as he said. Just recently minted state champion Edwardsville for the great Tim Funkhauser. He's one of the best dudes in high school baseball. If you're listening to him, shout out. Well deserved.
Now batting for Illinois is maybe one of the best names we're going to see here, DiMaggio Lanero. His family clearly a fan of Mr. Coffee.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hit him in the back.
That one slipped. Looked like he was trying to throw some form of breaking ball there and got away from him.
All right, that's going to bring up Rory Finn from Warrington. Get that in there for a strike. Marchetto loading up on the far end of the rubber.
86 on the fastball. 86.
.85 on that one. They have him topping out at 88 on the PBR profile.
Let's put him in motion here and see what the catcher has.
It's Jimmy Janicki behind the plate for Illinois. All right, here comes the 3-1 from Marchetto. Misses high, gonna have runners at first and second with no outs. Pennsylvania 2 runners on, but still looking for that first hit of the day.
Team Illinois and Team Pennsylvania have a rich history in the future games of producing some big-time guys. I think maybe in 13, there was a kid named Brendan McKay for Team Pennsylvania who came in as a pitcher, 84, 86, with a good breaking ball, but during BP, we were like, hey, this guy's pretty good with the bat in his hand. He might be a two-way guy, and went to Louisville and had a legendary career over there. So
John Olerud Award winner.
Yeah.
In the Rays system.
But it's just, people get so hung up on velocity, and there's little people know that there's a lot of people out there that weren't throwing really hard at this age, and I think that the lost art of throwing strikes needs to be brought back, and velocity will come in due time.
Dribble to the third, makes the throw to first. Going to be high. Pennsylvania going to have the first run of the game. Slides across home. Body angles there from DiMaggio Lanero, who had gotten hit in the back to start things off in the inning. So 1-0 is the Pennsylvania lead.
Creed Erdos is up at the plate. Believe his dad was a big leaguer. Todd Erdos played for the Pirates.
Skies that one back foul.
That's got to be really frustrating for Mr. Marchetto. Rolls fists him up and rolls potentially a double play, doesn't field it cleanly, and then,
Erdos has runners at the corner here. No outs.
Team Pennsylvania pretty tentative on the base pass here. I don't know what they would do to put that man in motion in first base.
Swing and a miss. Oh, got him on the foul tip, so going to be one down. All right, this is Jack Reichland. Jack from Exton, Pennsylvania. Is that one? Oh, great play from the second baseman. Goes.
Oh no!
Well, no, they said the first baseman came off the bag. A great play from second there, going into right field to try to make the play. The spinning throw to first, but not going to work out. Illinois gets another run across the plate too. Pennsylvania gets another run across the plate.
Do you got a number on that second baseman? Was that Kenny Perez?
We'll have to keep watching. Hard to see those numbers from here in the scout tower. Kenny Perez was another one of those guys that Drew Lucasio was really excited about.
He looked really good yesterday. He looks like a baller.
Runners at first and second. A 2-0 lead for Pennsylvania now. Just a dribbler. Oh. Another great play from second there. And that is Kenny Perez, number 8 for Illinois. Reese Moody to the plate for Pennsylvania with 2 down. 2-0 is the Pennsylvania lead here in the bottom of the third.
Marchetto inducing a lot of weak contact here, but getting not a lot of help.
Moody goes foul with that first one, so Marchetto has for him in a 1-1 count. And this is down and away. Here comes the 2-1. Another down and away miss. Big swing, another down and away pitch from Marchetto, and he got him chasing that time. Moody sends this one to the shortstop on the running throw to get out of the inning, but it's 2-0 Pennsylvania. We go on to the 4th inning here at the 2022 Future Games. We'll be back with more from LakePoint Sports. on here at the 2022 Future Games at LakePoint Sports. Cory McCartney, PBR, Sean Duncan. 2-0 is the Pennsylvania lead here on to the top of the 4th inning. Matthew Hamilton still on the mound for Pennsylvania. Illinois has out-hit them so far, but trailing 2-0.
That pitch looked pretty good. That was called the ball.
That one did not look as good, and it definitely was a ball.
Samuel Chapman with it hitting out of a 2-0 count here. See if he gets his swing off. It's in the zone. Off the inner half.
Jackson Natanic and Dayton Murphy will follow for Illinois. Big swing and a miss.
Threw him a slider, left it up.
Big hack, and one down in the inning. Hamilton gets a strikeout. This is Jackson Natanic. Jackson from Palos Heights.
Brother Rice High School is a powerhouse school in the Chicago Catholic League. Year in and year out, loaded for the last 2 decades.
Yeah, we had them here during the high school select event.
They turned IMG around a little
They
bit.
sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did an interview with Zion Rose, their catcher, going to Louisville. Fires that one foul.
Jackson showed well in BP. He's a thin, wiry, smaller kid, but really simple at the plate with easy bat speed, and you saw how well he moved at shortstop, you know, the last half inning. It's just a good baseball player. Change-up action there, laid off it.
Fires that one foul. Makes it 2-2.
I'm partially biased to Team Illinois. I must admit, I root for all teams, but you know, I used to engineer all the starting in Illinois. I used to do all the Team Illinois invites, so I'm rooting for Team Illinois, also rooting for Pennsylvania. I'm just, most importantly, I root for the strike pitch, and then people hitting the ball hard, and then plays being made behind them.
Those are all good things to root for.
Yeah. So there's ball 4. So Illinois' got a runner on the bases, and
you know how they have the MLB hats where you can get it with every logo of every team on it. You should get them with every state that you guys have represented. Then you'll be literally rooting for everybody.
yeah. I love everybody. That's the bottom line.
It's a good stance to have. This is Dayton Murphy.
Crystal Lake South, 5'10", 165 pound infielder.
That one in the dirt, and the runner's going to easily coast into second base. So runner in scoring position for Illinois here with 1 down. Trying to answer that 2-run third from Pennsylvania. Misses high, 82.8. Comes a 3-1 from Hamilton. That one scoots past the second baseman. That's going to be Illinois' first hit, and it's going to be a, oh, no, the runner's going to go back to third. So Murphy comes through with the first base hit for Illinois in the day.
It's a good decision by Coach Lucharelli. He would have been probably out by 16 feet if he decided to wave him around, waving. So we have something cooking for Team Illinois, first and third with Kenny Perez, who I was a big fan of yesterday in the BP. He's just a super twitchy athlete who just hands really, really work at the plate. He's got good rhythm, and they threw, and Illinois second, third.
Perez out of De La Salle.
De La Salle had a second rounder in 3 years ago, who was one of the only freshmen on a stacked Team Illinois future game team, and developed into a high second round pick out of De La Salle. Ben Hernandez is now doing really well in pro ball.
Here's the 1-0 to Perez.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that one miss way high. Two ones to count. Illinois with a chance to cash in here. They've got runners at second and third with one out. Perez fires that one back foul.
He could put a good swing on that one. He was looking dead red, rightfully so, and just missed it. Got around that breaking ball, misses wide. 3-2, one out.
See what Hamilton's got here in the full count. Nope, fires that one back. If that net's not there and that fence is and glass is there, I'm probably taking that one on the forehead.
You would have caught in your teeth.
Probably.
You know, yeah. That looked like Mr. Perez's pitch right there. That was thigh high, center cut.
Perez wielding that DeMarini Goods bat, fires that one in the left center. That's going to be one run for Illinois. It's going to be 2 runs for Illinois. Now we're all tied up. Perez with a RBI double, 2-run double to be exact.
I think the official score will probably score a single, a 2-run single.
I coach 12-year-olds, so if our game changer guy's probably making that a double.
But some parent who doesn't like your son will complain
That's
about it,
right.
and you'll have to change it.
That's true.
David Cox hit a single his first at bat.
We're all notched up here at 2-2. Cox watches that one. Hamilton's now got him 2-0.
Just missing in that same spot with that breaking ball. He's just getting around it and missing, kind of glove side down. He's kind of pulling it off. He's another far side of the rubber guy.
Yeah, you always wonder if when they keep missing to one side and they're loaded up on that side, maybe try scooting over just a little bit.
I'm not smart enough of a pitching guy to really fully understand.
Yeah.
If you try to position yourself on the rubber when you're trying to fix it in game, might be a Band-Aid type of fix. But that is common sense. You might.
There he goes.
I'm pretty sure he's loads up on that side for his fastball, and it kind of. But who knows?
All right. Well, let's watch where the front foot lands if he throws that breaking ball again. Cox swings through that one for the second out.
Had a little overzealous there. Oh, and they roll it up.
All right. So
too many pitches.
Yep. All right. So we're going to move on to the bottom of the fourth inning, but it's all tied up now. 2-2. Illinois cashing in. Kenny Perez coming through with a couple of RBIs. We'll be back with more here from LakePoint Sports. Two is your score here at LakePoint Sports, the 2022 Future Games. Illinois against Pennsylvania. Cory McCartney, PBR, Sean Duncan. A new pitcher on the mound here for Illinois, Ethan Everly, the left-hander from Normal Community High School in Illinois.
Big 6'5", 220-pounder, big body lefty, and pretty sure people like that type of thing around here.
Yeah. Normal Community High School's big rival, Abnormal Community.
86-mile-an-hour fastball, misses up.
Misses arm side there and just kind of get away from him.
Trying to throw a breaking ball after missing up.
This is James Schaefer batting now for Pennsylvania. Sends that one foul. Trevor Dorzenbach to follow. Got a lot of whip in that arm.
It does. It's super quick.
Whew. Well, that one just nailed him in the backside. And
that hurt. I
Yep.
felt it from
Yep.
up here. Hopefully he got him in his buttocks and not his lower back.
That's where he keeps a sliding mitt. Maybe that hit that thing.
You know, some of those big, the big younger kids, it takes a little bit to kind of sync up the delivery a little bit like that. Long levers, long legs, and as you know, it's all about timing. When that foot strikes, where the arm position is, and clearly it was not synced up on that one.
No. This is Trevor Dorzenbach from West Grove. Got him on the check swing.
So he was a 6'6" runner, super athletic kid. It's the psychological effect of just working ahead with a strike. And
Miss makes it 2-1.
70-mile-an-hour slurve ball there.
Ooh, a big swing there. 84. Come out of his shoes on that swing.
I'll tell you what, Ethan Eberle, you're going to look up in 4 years, and I bet he's throwing really, really hard. He's just, look how long his arms are, his legs, and it's just, there's some quickness for a bigger boy like that in the arm, and you don't see that all that very often. So
This is Grant Kennedy now batting for Pennsylvania. And our score is 2-2. There's a 1 out here in the inning.
he kind of has that little bow and arrow arm action there, and makes it even harder to pick up when everything's going right. Kind of
ball in the field from another game.
Who we got up at the plate here?
This is Grant Kennedy.
Another uber athletic kid, ran a 6.5 yesterday during the workout. I want to say that was a slider, but the spin rate was like under 2,000. I don't know if that was a changeup, but it had slider action to it.
Oh, misses inside. Runner's going to advance to second. This ball gets away from the catcher. I had an interesting conversation with Malachi Paplanis, the Illinois pitcher, yesterday, just about how there's the tendency in these events. Everyone, ratchets up. Everyone thinks you're just going fastball. And he said when he's on the mound here, he's pitching backwards because he knows everybody's looking fastball. Everyone thinks you're going to throw fastball. He goes, I may go change up. I may go curveball first to keep the guy off, and go change up to mess up the timing, and then blow the fastball by him.
Well, if you're good, you could do that.
That's true.
If you could video game it up like that, that's good for him.
Yep. That one to the shortstop, able to make the throw and get the out. 2 down in the inning, but the runner advances to third.
So he is just pounding everything to his glove side right now, and that's something he'll probably need to work on and develop, is getting to his arm side a little bit better. But it is tough because it's coming in pretty hot to into righties.
Yeah, that's a weird angle.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Garrett Crochet. Not quite as obviously electric, but there's some similarities to how it all works. It's pretty hard to pick up too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think you're really seeing that ball till it comes out of his hand.
No, it's really hard. And then you got the longer salad on the back. It's coming out of his ear hole.
That's right.
So
skies that one to center field. Going to backtrack and misread in the sun, but able to make the play anyway. Get out of it unscathed.
Count me a big fan of Ethan Eberle. I think he is going to be a really good one down the road.
Well, definitely an electric arm for sure. It's 2-2, Illinois and Pennsylvania. We'll be back with more from LakePoint Sports. Back in action here at the 2022 feature games. Illinois, Pennsylvania all tied up at 2-2. I'm Cory McCartney along with PBR Sean Duncan. A new pitcher on the mound here for Pennsylvania as we continue. Christian Lucharelli from Riverside High School. 6 foot, 179-pound right-hander. He's actually the top-ranked right-hander in the state in the class of 2025. So a younger kid coming up here to try to make an impact on this Pennsylvania team.
88, the first pitch. What do we have up in Team Illinois?
This is Nate Harris. Nate Harris with Jonah Weathers and Jimmy Janicki to follow.
6'4", 205-pound, two-way athlete, and
Fires that one foul.
he looks really good standing in the box. That's a good-looking frame there from Mr. Harris. From Yorkville High School. And that is down the line, and it's fair.
He's got one. See if he's not feigning towards second, coming back.
Thought for sure that was going to be an easy double, but closed the gap there. Maybe he was hugging the line a little bit.
Yeah, I think it might have hit off the wall and bounced right to the left fielder. Jonah Weathers' turn.
6'4", 175-pound right-handed hitter from Marion Catholic.
Fire that one onto the field to the right of us. Michigan and Wisconsin going to have to take a break and field that one.
It's like 88 on his fastball there.
That one in the dirt. For Lucharelli. Lucharelli up to about 89 on the fastball. Let's work that spin rate up to 2,400. Got Harris on first. Weathers to the plate. For those watching and seeing Pennsylvania in these kind of neonish green, and the runner's going to go up. He's going to be in time. Pennsylvania in the green and gray, and Illinois in blue and gray. Where do the color schemes for these teams come from?
Well, they definitely shuffled them up this year, which I'm a bit disoriented. Usually for the last, this is the 10th year of the event, Illinois has been black and red. So I think some color waves kind of skewed towards some universities, and that got a little interesting because other universities in state got a little weird about it. So to be honest with you, that's above my pay grade. I don't know who like how the colors are. Just as long as the uniforms are in and they look good.
No, that's the big part, right?
Yeah.
So he walks him, so we're going to have runners at first and third.
But I can tell you this, that uniform colors that young athletes like nowadays is a lot different than what they used to.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Like pink,
yep,
neon. So, and I'm the last human on earth to be talking about anything style. So,
yeah, I know everyone seemed to really gravitate towards those Florida uniforms, especially the last couple of years. They've had some pink in the mix. The runner going to go, so they'll have runners at second and third with no outs here.
Jimmy Janicki up here. Some opportunity to knock in 2 more runs.
Janicki from Downers Grove.
Lucharelli looks like he's trying to overthrow it a little bit, and I think it's a wise mound visit just to breathe in, relax. The strike pitch is the best pitch.
That's right.
I think that is being lost a lot in this day and age of velocity. And velocity is actually the lowest hanging fruit for recruiters these days. You could walk outdoors, doesn't make a difference where it is. There's people are going to throw hard, especially where you live, Cory. There's a 90-mile-an-hour arm falling from every tree in Georgia.
Yep.
So pitchability.
Yeah, just got done with a season with a 12-year-old who throws 80, so I'm kind of dreaming on that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, ooh, that one flipped back foul. Moving our all-star. We had a team of rec kids that have played together for about 5 years, and we moved them to they were all-stars this summer, and now we're transitioning to a travel team starting this fall.
Nice.
So we'll see if maybe we end up getting a kid or two on one of these teams someday.
Oh,
shoots that one right up the middle from the second base, the center fielder. Excuse me. A run going to score for Illinois. They're going to take a 3-2 lead. Jimmy Janecki coming through with an RBI single.
well, instead of taking the walk with that like kind of check swing that hit the knob of the bat, and that was, ball 4, he got another opportunity to take a hack and got it.
It's now Jackson Hyde Herrera, who had at first and second.
He had a single up the middle his first at bat, and I know I kind of talked on him last at bat, but he is. If there's a guy to go yard right now, I'd put. Whoa!
Ooh, that one up over his head. Some nice reaction there from the catcher to save the runners advancing.
That was a heck of a play.
He knew that one was way high the second it was released.
Speaking of style, it's a real head scratcher for me. And granted, I'm 48 years old and had the same hairstyle since I've been 13. Always on the move. That is bad baseball right there.
Yeah.
That is
throwing out the runner at third.
And I could bet you $1 million Drew Lucasio did not send him with a power hitter up, first and second, no outs. Anyway.
Yeah, Hyde Herrera clearly was not thrilled by that. All right, so go on.
The mullet. How is the mullet back in style?
I don't know. And especially down here in the South, it's
everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Like you want to see some interesting mullets? Go look at Team Oklahoma. It's like a competition, I think. But I think it's coast to coast. It's a national, global fad.
Yeah, well, the Tennessee waterfall is back in full effect.
What is that? I've never heard that.
That's one of the names for it.
I'd never heard that before. You just learned me something.
There you go.
Tennessee waterfall. You never know what you're going to get on these broadcasts.
That's very true. We'll have cooking tips next inning. Fires that one, hard hit ball and the left side of the infield.
Coach Lucasio can't be very happy that we tried to steal third on 2 pitches prior.
Yep. All right, well, they'll again have runners at first and second.
That was well struck baseball. 2 for 2 for Hyde Herrera.
And here comes Enzo Infilezzi. Infilezzi from Providence Catholic. Plays for that Kangalosi Sparks team. Had them here many a time at LakePoint Sports. Here comes Lucharelli. See how he starts him off. And misses high. Another miss.
Things aren't synced up and kind of just struggling mentally to find the zone when you're missing arm side high and then glove side low. Just need to take a deep breath, just like a bullpen. Let's get a strike right here. Whoa.
Another miss, and the ball comes from the field behind us. Roll all the way up to the pitcher. Okay, 3-0 is the count here. Felizi against Lucharelli. Fires it foul.
Normal instances, and he probably would not be swinging 3-0 with first and second and one out, but this is a showcase, so let it eat.
Yep. No one came to see him walk.
Yep. Plus, they may have rolled this inning. Oh.
Fires it up the middle. That's going to be an Illinois run. Make the lead 4-2. Felizi coming through with an RBI single.
And that's his second hit of the day. 2 for 2 with 2 hard hit baseballs. And we got Cory Thomas, who tried to drop down a bunt in his last at bat, which is, if you're really fast, I always tell people, bunt one foul and run down the line. Show off your speed, and then go hit. I think maybe he was trying to employ that, probably for a hit, not make it go foul.
See how Lucharelli starts him off. No batting gloves, by the way. That's a rarity.
I was a big fan of Cory Thomas. Not a big kid, 5'8", 155 pounds, but he was just barreling up everything. It's nice and simple and quiet and rhythmic. Just line drives. The hands work.
From Lucharelli goes foul. (4-2) is your Illinois lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Another offering to Thomas, shoots that back foul.
Looks like that was a changeup. It's really grabbing his knees. Looks like he's a little gassed. So if he doesn't get this out, this inning might get rolled. Is my spidey sense. And I think Cory Thomas is sensing that as well, which is why he might be hunting the ball out of the zone. The slow walk to the mound. Here comes Coach Greg Williams. Been with the Prep Baseball Report for a long time.
I know you and I have talked about this before, but what is this like for you when you think about the infancy of this company and to see what we're seeing today with all these scouts here, teams from across the country, Canada, just to have all this come together, thinking about the infancy of what Prep Baseball Report was?
It is gratifying when you can kind of take a step back and think about it, but it's hard to really see the forest from the trees when you're in it day in, day out. But it is great to see what this event has really become, which is quite honestly the premier scouting event of the summer. And it's not me just making that up. I mean, you just have to look around 300 plus colleges from coast to coast, and first class, world class venue here at LakePoint, and you could see every field is really darn good, and it's really organized, and there's the hitting roll as we thought it would happen. So, but it's really gratifying.
Well, it's certainly been a lot of fun to watch so far, and we are through 5.5 here. Excuse me, yeah, I guess it'd be 5.5 here. LakePoint Sports, it's 4-2. Illinois is your leaders. We'll be back with more here in the 2022 Future Games. Bottom of the 5th here, Illinois and Pennsylvania, a 4-2 Illinois lead. New pitcher on the mound for the leaders there, Wyatt Mammon from Lincoln High School, Cory McCartney along with PBR Sean Duncan. Mammon, a 6'3", 205-pound right-hander, class of 2024. He's going to see what he can get done against this Pennsylvania lineup. Illinois having scored 2 runs in the last half an inning.
Mammon, a broad-shouldered kid, strong-bodied. He's been up to 90 in the past. See what he's got today on the big stage.
He'll face Colin Lynch, Zach Black, and Jack Mislin. His fastball at 89.2.
Really short arm action. Again, makes it tougher to pick up. Apparently, ring the cowbell, 90.
Okay, there you go. That one goes foul. The 2-1 from Mammon. Oh, that one bounced right back to him. It's right towards first. Makes the flip for the first out. Some weak contact there at 44.8 mile per hour on the exit velocity for the first out.
That Colin Lynch, young 2025, got some twitchy actions to him. He's going to be a really good player in the future.
He's facing Zach Black.
There was a Pennsylvania catcher 3 or 4 years ago who was a really, really good player, who was in the future games. Guessing that might be his brother. First showing of a breaking ball was at 77.
Yep. Offering gets fired to the shortstop, makes the throw, pulls it down for the second out.
Tell you what, the Team Illinois middle infielders make it look really easy.
They've been pretty good. There's Jack Mislin from Doylestown. 2 down in the inning. 4-2 is your Illinois lead.
That was Dayton Murphy feeling that. '91, rounded up.
The 1-0's the count. Comes back at 79. But another miss to make it 2-0. Ooh, big swing and a miss. One is the count here to Mislin.
Mislin.
Oh, 1-2, excuse me.
He was really looking to launch that one. He showed some big pop yesterday during BP.
That one gets past the second baseman into center field for a base hit.
Gets out of the box really well for a big swinger like that, too.
Well, that was Pennsylvania's first hit of the game.
I did not realize that. DiMaggio Lanero. Got some serious Italian names on this team, Pennsylvania.
Miss and the runner head to second, but bounces back to first. That is quite the wild bat that Mr. DiMaggio is wielding.
The stuff you see these days, it's pretty insane.
Gets that one, the shortstop able to make the diving play, flips it to second for the out.
That is a heck of a ball play right there.
Nice job. That gets him out of the inning.
Dayton Murphy making 2 nice plays this inning.
Dayton Murphy putting on a show out there at shortstop. It's 4-2, Illinois leading here at the 2022 Future Games. We'll be back with more from LakePoint Sports. Marching on here at the 2022 Future Games, Illinois a 4-2 leader over Pennsylvania. Cory McCartney, PBR, Sean Duncan. Lucharelli, excuse me, going to continue on the mound for Pennsylvania after a bit of a labors there in the last inning, but going to get another go at it against this Illinois offense.
I think I know what they're doing. I'm going to give them a chance to get some outs, and then if not, I see there's some bullpen action going on. So
he's facing Brendan Tunick, Samuel Chapman, Jackson Tannick to follow. That one shot into right center.
That is well struck, and that is a home run.
All right, backtrack and gone. The solo home run for Tunick there to start off the sixth inning for Illinois and pad that lead.
Tell you what, I was saying it earlier. Tunick was one of these big revelation guys that he comes from a really, really small school. Even guys that recruit Illinois well had no idea who he was, and he put on a show, a BP show, and good for him. He just went yak. So I'm really happy to see that for this young man making the most of his opportunity.
He makes it a 5-2 lead. Next pitch going to go into center or left field. The shortstop able to track it down and make the first out. Now Jackson Natanic to follow. 5-2 is your Illinois lead. Pennsylvania.
Natanic, a 2025, 5'10", 160-pounder who's like, I think they got 3 or 4 middle infielders that just, you shuffle them in, shortstop, second base, and they could all really, really pick it in this team, Illinois.
That one shot into right center. Fielder camps underneath it, makes the out, so that's 2 down in the inning. We've already seen Illinois build on their lead, though, with that solo home run from Brendan Tunick.
Dayton Murphy walks to the plate. He's the young man that made a really nice play to end the last half inning.
They are on Lucharelli.
But good for Lucharelli. He is really bouncing back, and he's in the zone now. And that's hard to regroup like that, from inning to inning. And good for him, kind of regrouping and throwing strikes. And
bounces that one. 1-1's the count.
Looks like he's gassed, though. Like he's noticeably grabbing his thighs.
Another miss, now 2-1. Right back up the middle for another hit.
That was a good, nice piece of hitting. And there's Kenny Perez, who drove in 2 in his first at bat. A really smooth defender. Really nice hands and really good rhythm and timing to everything he does. It was pre-pitched and the hand load.
And there goes the runner.
I mean, you gotta, thank you.
And they're going to roll that inning as well. So it's now 5-2 is your Illinois lead. Lucharelli getting consoled there as he's coming off the mound. We'll be back with more here from LakePoint Sports. 2022 Future Games rolls on.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at the 2022 Future Games Cory McCartney PBR's Sean Duncan. 5-2 is your Illinois lead here. A new pitcher going to be on the mound here for Illinois, and Bryce Koch. Bryce, a 6'4", 185-pounder out of Barrington.
Long limbs. Got some physical specimens on this Team Illinois rotation here. They just keep rolling out a different look one inning after another. Perhaps that's why Pennsylvania only has one hit to this point.
He's facing Rory Finn, Coy Allman, and Creed Erdos to follow.
85 is first bullet right there.
Comes back at 87. Got him now down 0-2.
Get that first strike in, and you can start to loosen up here. Long, thin kid. He could really fill out and be a monster, it looks like. Got underneath that breaking ball at 72 miles an hour.
All right, 1-2 is the count here to Finn. Ooh. Decided to slip that one in at his hands, but going to make it 2-2.
You could tell he was looking to cut that one loose.
Full count, swinging a minute. Oh, fouls it back. Comes a 3-2. Fires a foul back on the Michigan and Wisconsin game to our right.
It's like a condor, like his separation here. It's like a real.
He's long.
Yeah, just kind of opens the wingspan. It's kind of long on the back, long on the front. 0-2, starting out and walking them. It's not what you wanted.
So he walks Finn, and now here is Coy Allman with Creed Erdos to follow. Can't get that call on the outside.
Well, he has to squeeze it first.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah, it would. This is inside. 2-0.
Kind of like what we talked about with Ethan Eberle, kind of those longer bodied, bigger kids at younger age. Takes a little bit to sync up the delivery at times. A lot of repetition and some fine tuning, maybe some mechanical stuff down the road.
Make it 3-0. All right, back-to-back walks.
That looked like a strike to me. I don't. Creed Erdos. Time to do some damage.
Koch bounces that one.
That's right. Give him a little talking. Relax, nice and easy. You got a lead. All you need is strikes, young man. Let the defense do the work.
Bounces that one fouled on the third baseline. One is the count to Creed Erdos.
Oh,
There goes a runner.
that
Gets him.
that is not, just like we talked about Team Illinois when it's first and second, power hitter up and he steals third, thrown out by 3 feet. That's probably not what Team Greg Williams from Team Pennsylvania wanted. But that's definitely what Mr. Koch wanted on the mound. He needed that out. So now it's time to reset, throw a strike like that, or not.
Nope.
Just trying to talk it into the zone.
That's right. Throw back to first, not in time. Three-one to Erdos. Another walk, which is unfortunate because hitting is his creed. Right? It's unfortunate he walked him because hitting is his creed.
Are we supposed to cue the laugh track right
That's
there?
right, yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
All right. I'm not. One of my shortfalls in life is I don't recognize good humor.
Neither do I. It's just like I'm at home. Just get stared at.
Yeah. I think that's what one would classify a dad joke.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. That was a strike. Little arm side run on that one. Runs it back over the plate.
This is Jack Reichlin at the plate for Pennsylvania. That one goes foul.
All right, 1-2. What's he going to do?
All right. See what Bryce Koch has in store here.
He hasn't landed a breaking ball for a strike yet. Let's see if he comes with another fastball.
Gotten 3 walks so far. Got a gift at third as the runner took off for the first out. He steps off.
I do not know if he's flashed a changeup yet.
Another miss at 70. Comes a 2-2.
Oh.
Another miss. Bryce working to consistently find the strike zone here. gets away and another walk. So they're now loaded.
Well, I don't know who makes. I wonder who calls the pitches. I'm assuming it's the pitcher who shakes off until he gets what he wants, but rolling back-to-back breaking balls when you're ahead of the count like that.
This is Ryan Price. He starts Ryan off 1-0. There he goes with a strike at 85. And the 1-1.
Yes, sir.
Oh, got it. All right, make it 1-2. Check swing strike.
You got to go fastball.
Let's see what Bryce Koch has in store here. Tries to throw a breaking ball and misses. Swing and a miss. He gets the strikeout, so 2 down in the inning.
When he's synced up, it's really interesting. He's got some late arm side life to it, and it's kind of works it down in the zone. It's kind of pushes it downhill. Joey Spano Jr. up to the plate now.
Starts Spano off 1-0. 5-2 is your Illinois lead. You're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
There you go.
84 for a strike.
It's got some late darting action there.
Miss upstairs makes it 2-1. Can't get that call on the outside, and it's 3-1.
But he needs to call that. In this situation, he needs to make that a strike because it was just a little bit off the plate and circumstantial widening of the strike zone.
Walks in a run.
I guess
roll the inning.
Turnabout is fair play, right?
That's right.
They've rolled 2.
All right, we're on to the 7th inning here. Illinois leading 5-2, or should make it 5-3 though after walking in that run.
Yep.
5-3. We'll be back with more here from LakePoint Sports.
Back in action here at the 2022 Feature Games. Cory McCartney, PBR, Sean Duncan rolling on. A new pitcher on now for Pennsylvania, Jonah Richardson. Primarily a third baseman and first baseman, giving a chance here on the mound out of Boiling Springs High School. Seems to have gotten really loud here in the scout tower. A lot of scouts taking these games in as we continue here.
I think the sun is starting to peak, and it's, holy cow, it's already 2:30. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
That's right. 2-1 offering from Richardson gets away.
Kenny Perez, couple RBIs this game.
Well, Perez starts off with a walk. It's going to give us David Cox.
Unfortunately, we're seeing too many of these base on balls this game.
David Cox is up, Nate Harris to follow. 5-3 is the Illinois lead.
There you go.
Striking the outside corner at 83.6.
David Cox singled in his first at bat.
Bounces that one, makes it 1-1. There goes the runner. Perez going to easily be in at second.
Slide feet first, young man. There's no need to jam your hand like that.
They went and spent the money on those sliding mitts.
Oh, those are sliding mitts? I thought it was an oven mitt.
It's kind of the same thing. I had a couple kids this summer season get those, and they can't get them on fast enough. So they're delaying at bats, and you're giving signals for kids at the plate and screwing everything up over sliding mitts. The bane of my existence this summer. Here comes Nate Harris, got runners at first and second with no outs.
Nate Harris put some good swings on the ball. Oh, that was his pitch.
Ooh, that one has him ducking down Harris. Richardson a little wild on that offering.
Like some form of a breaking ball got slipped away from it.
That one goes back to the wall, and runners both going to advance. Tries to drop in the one at his hands, but that misses too, makes it 3-1. Another miss and walks the bases loaded.
Well, I think we might, yesterday I think we broke a few future game records. Outfield arm strength, kid was 97, infield velocity 96. I think we're going to break the record of most walks in a game and most rolled innings in a game.
Is there a record book? Somebody around here is your... Do they have that? We need one if there isn't one.
I was being facetious.
No, I think we really need it.
But we do have a record book on like positive things.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that you would really keep track of that, but I think there should be like some, the
future game historian.
Yeah, the chronicler, the one who chronicles the future games.
What?
That one goes foul.
There are a few other people in the organization who have been around for all 10 of them. Indiana crew. We had some really, really good players. You know, that first year. Benedictine University in Naperville, Illinois. Four teams, and we got a lot of rain that day, that over the course of days, and the college coaches were actually helping roll the tarp on the field. So thankfully we don't have to roll tarp here, but
there you go.
But yeah, there was a handful of first rounders in that original Future Games. Jonah Weathers here.
It's a 1-2 count to Weathers, had a courtesy runner going in at second base. Oh, that one.
That's bye-bye.
No, calling him safe. That's awfully close.
Must have been a real nifty slide that got his hand around the tag.
Here comes a 2-2. It's off the catcher.
No. He totally leaned his front leg into that. The umpire was all on that one. There was no fooling the umpire there.
Full count to Jonah Weathers. Bases are loaded. No outs in the top of the seventh. 5-3 is the Illinois lead. Walks in a run, make it 6-3. Jimmy Janecki now with a chance to build on this Illinois lead.
Janecki had a sharp single before, which I believe scored a run.
Misses. 83.7 on the scoreboard. Bounces that one, makes it 2-0. Fires that one to short.
Double play.
Flips it to second. Throw to first is going to go wide. 2 Illinois runs are going to score. Janecki heads to second base, excuse me. That's going to roll the inning. A couple more Illinois runs on the board, though, as we head to the bottom of the seventh. Illinois comfortably in the lead. We're back with more here from LakePoint Sports in the 2022 Feature Games.
Looks like you pulled a hammy.
On to the bottom of the 7th here, Illinois, an 8-3 lead over Pennsylvania, the 2022 feature games at LakePoint Sports. Cory McCartney, PBR Sean Duncan, a new pitcher on the mound here for Illinois. David Cox, the righty from Oak Brook, 6'4", 200-pounder. Going to go here against this Pennsylvania offense.
Two-way player. He's also contributed at the plate, and we got a crossfire three-quarter guy. It's a tough look. Is that 87 on
it is
first bump?
He's facing James Schaefer, Trevor Dozenbach, and Grant Kennedy. Ball in the field from Louisville game to our left. Louisiana game to our left, excuse me. One of those Lou things.
Louisville, Louisiana, it's all the same thing.
That's right.
And here
There's
comes
another
another one.
Wow. It's getting a couple laughs, though, from David Cox. Probably, I don't know if you're going to be able to deliver another pitch. That one goes foul.
I'll tell you what, this has got to be an uncomfortable look for hitters because it's kind of slow, kind of a slow delivery, and then once his foot lands, it's pretty aggressive out front. Crossfire action. Again, he hides it well, like a few other of the Illinois arms. Tries to go in the front door with that slider. 71. Drew Lucaccio taking the Tampa Bay Rays approach with like different arm angles and sizes and shapes, and there it is. That's a really athletic arm, though, right here. It's quick.
2-2's the count to Schaefer. Fires foul. All right, here comes the 2-2 from Cox. Runs it full.
This umpire, God bless him, he does not widen it a little bit when the strike pitch is not in the house as well as it should be. He doesn't just open it up a little bit. He's been pretty consistent.
Ooh, that one right back up the middle.
It's a good looking swing by James Schaffer. He actually opened up the game with a rocket to left center field that was robbed. So that should have been his second hit, but he's had two well-struck baseballs today with one hit to show for it.
Well, leadoff single, and he's now going to turn it over to Trevor Dozenbach. Dozenbach trying to claw Pennsylvania back into this thing.
Good pitch.
That one at 85 will round up from 84.9 for the strike. Flicks it foul. That one bounces, and Schaefer scooting into second base.
You've had back-to-back long games, haven't you?
I have.
You think you need like an ice bath or something after
man.
this?
Must be me. Wow, that looked awfully close, but the AB is going to continue. Now 2-2.
I think he he overframed that one a little bit. The catcher tried to pull it back a little too aggressively. There was a little bit more subtlety to it.
Now full count.
But honestly, that should have been a strike. At this game situation right now, it should have been a strike.
Goes foul, and we'll continue with this at bat. Walks him, and the runner's going to take off for third, so they'll have him at the corners here with no outs. And Grant Kennedy comes up, chance to cash in. Jonah Richardson to follow. Watches the strike. Can't get it, makes it 1-1. Two one now as that one bounces. Gets a strike at 85-2. Runs it full.
Do you remember a few hours ago when we opened the game with 2 pitches, 2 outs, and we were like, what is going on here? It's moving too fast for our little feeble brains to keep up with, and then gets us to the law of averages.
Things have normalized. I think this Grant Kennedy AB is going to equal the length of some of those early innings. Still looking for the first out of this inning. Cox misses. Full count. Fires it past the third baseman as he feints towards it. Going to score 1 run. Throw to third is not going to be in time. So Pennsylvania able to get through with 1 run. Makes it 8-4. Jonah Richardson, no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Skies that one. Going to go foul. Pumps one in there for a strike. Shoots that one. A second baseman camps underneath it.
Oh, you got to double.
Makes the catch and doubles him up at first.
That's just what the doctor ordered. Prescribed that one. The old 4-3 double play.
2 down for Colin Lynch. Pennsylvania's gotten 1 run this inning. They got a runner at third. Koch starts Lynch off with a ball.
There you go.
Comes right back with a strike, 74.
No, that was.
Shoots that one over past the shortstop. Going to score another run, make it 8-5. RBI single for Colin Lynch.
Drew Lucasio is probably sitting in the dugout right now thinking, nothing in life is easy. Nothing in life. Can't this just closing out the game is never an easy thing, right?
It's on to Zach Black. 2 down, runner at first. Koch bounces the first pitch. That one goes foul. Flicks that one foul to make it 1-2. Now Illinois 1 strike away from sealing a 8-5 victory.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
That's right. Comes back foul.
Zach Black put a good swing on that one.
Cox shakes off the catcher. Here comes the 1-2. A miss. Now 2-2. He shoots that one to left. That's going to be backtracking gone. A 2-run home run for Zach Black. An absolute blast in the left field. Further eat into this Illinois lead, but they're going to roll off the inning. So a nice finishing touch there from Pennsylvania. A 2-run home run from Zach Black.
Wow. Well, that was an interesting game.
It was.
Lots of good pitching early on, not so much towards the end, but you know, there was at one point, if you recall, I think we were through 5, and Team Illinois was pitching a shutout. A no-hitter, actually, and kind of fell off the tracks a little bit, but there were some good performances all around, by and large.
Your final here, Illinois 8, Pennsylvania 7. Pennsylvania mounts a rally there in the bottom of the 7th, but time not on their side as things run out. I'm Cory McCartney, he's PBR Sean Duncan. Thanks for watching. We'll have plenty more along the way from the 2022 future games. Sean, appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.